I so want to trust in the Archbishop's good intentions. But it was just a media blitz. It was a PR blitz yesterday. It wasn't meant for people like myself, a survivor. It was directed toward benefactors, Catholics who were still occupying pews on Sunday, but it certainly wasn't for victims, survivors of abuse. The bishops and the church leaders made a very conscious, willful decision many, many years ago, and they continue to make it, to protect the power, prestige, and possessions of the church, rather than to protect the lives of the children entrusted to their care. That's not worked so well for them. That is not what Jesus would do. I mean, good Lord, it's 2019, and the bishops are finally getting around to talking about holding themselves accountable. I think that the only hope for transparency that I have is my looking to the Attorney General for the state of Maryland. That's the only hope that I have, that any light will ever truly be shed on this whole horrible story. I think they've had plenty of opportunity, and all they do is produce a list with mostly dead priest names on it. My perpetrator was not a clergy member. My perpetrator was not a priest. It was a Catholic school teacher who taught in that school for 7 years. So this is systemic. This is not just clergy. We get so focused on it's just clergy. This is a systemic problem in the church. And I guess what I would really say is, God bless the bishops and give them the courage to resign. And God bless the Attorney General's investigation, because that's who I look forward to giving some kind of justice that's been too long denied. And I immediately could tell you what keeps me up at night. What keeps me up at night is the image of my classmate's dead body, because he could no longer endure the suffering of his sexual abuse. That's what keeps me up at night. What keeps me up at night are the hundreds of stories that I've heard from survivors. And what keeps me up at night is this disingenuous response from my church.